Hello students, welcome to SUPSC. Let's see today's current affairs. I am your DVK sir. In this video, I am covering the highlights from PIB, The Hindu and Indian Express as well as their analysis. Along with that, 5 questions from current affairs. The quiz will be there in our Telegram channel and group. If you want to join our Telegram channel and group, you can use this link below and type in your or Telegram application and you can join our channel, and through that you can join our group also. Let's see the highlights from Press and Information Bureau and analyze this. The highlight from Ayush Ministry. Ayush Ministry launches nationwide distribution campaign of Ayush 64 and Kabasura Kudineer. New initiative of the Ayush Ministry to combat second surge of COVID-19. Out of hospital COVID patients are the target group for this initiative. In a concerned response to the second surge of COVID-19 infection in the country, Ministry of Ayush is launching a massive nationwide campaign today to distribute its proven polyherbal Ayurvedic drugs Ayush 64 and Sida drug Kabasura Kudineer. These are the proven polyherbal Ayurvedic drugs against COVID-19 for the benefit of the vast majority of the out of hospital COVID patients. The efficacy of these drugs has happened to prove through robust multi-center clinical trials. These are the two drugs, Ayush 64 and Kabasura Kudineer. Those have been launched from Ayush Ministry. Those are herbal Ayurvedic drugs and these will be used for out of hospital COVID-19 infection. Results are already proven to be beneficiary to the out of hospital COVID patients. Let's see the highlights from The Hindu. Let's see the national highlights. Coronavirus second wave declining, third can be prevented, says principal scientific advisor. India can avoid a third COVID wave, principal scientific advisor to the government of India K. Vijayaraghavan said on Friday, stressing that if we take strong measures, the third COVID wave may not happen in all the places or indeed anyway. Here, the principal scientific advisor to the government of India, K. Vijayaraghavan, said on Friday that if we take strong measures, the third COVID wave may not happen in all the places or indeed anyway. This is his statement. According to him, if we take strong measures against this COVID wave, it will not spread to become third wave of pandemic in India. Dr. Vijayaraghavan's statement comes just 2 days after he said third COVID wave is inevitable in India given the high levels of virus that is circulating, but it is not clear at what time scale this phase 3 will occur. Now he has twisted the statement and he has said that if we take strong measures, the COVID wave will not spread or will not happen in all the places. Let's see the developments on this statement on the coming days. Coronavirus vaccines bought first using PM Cares Fund cost center more. The Health Ministry response said that the initial 5.6 crore doses of Covishield were bought at pre-tax price 200 and 1 crore dose of Covaxin at 295 rupees. But Finance Secretary TV Somanathan said both the vaccines were in fact bought at around 200 only. What the ministry is saying is Covaxin is been bought for 295 rupees and Covishield is being bought for 200 rupees in its first lot of 5.6 crore doses. But the Finance Secretary TV Somanathan has said that both the vaccines are bought for only 200, then this 95 rupees is a surplus value for 5.6 crore doses. It is higher than that of current 150 rupees rate at which both the vaccines are now sold to the center. Now these are sold for only 150 rupees. At first batch it was 295 and 200, 295 for Covaxin and 200 for Covishield. Now it is 150 for both the vaccines. At the time of surging demand due to the second wave of COVID-19 infection, vaccine manufacturers have now slapped price tags ranging from 300 to 1200 per dose for their sales to the state governments and private players. Now, after the surging demand due to the COVID-19 infection in the second wave, the vaccine players or vaccine sellers have been raised their rates to 300 to 1200 rupees per dose for state governments and private players. Let's see the developments on this. And this surplus value which they have been raised in the COVID-19 second wave, it will also make a shortage of vaccines for the same value in our Karnataka as well as India. Let's see the developments on this issue, guys. Let's see the highlights from Indian Express and let's analyze them. Supreme Court rejects plea against Karnataka High Court order won't leave people in the lurch. In its plea, the center said that if every High Court were to pass similar orders without regard to stocks available, it will lead to chaos in LMO supply. What is LMO? LMO is liquid medical oxygen. It is the need of the, it is the good of the need right now in India, and COVID-19 cases are being surging through the second wave of pandemic, and this is in very much need. Around 1500 liters per hour, this is the needed value of liquid medical oxygen right now. Then the Supreme Court has overruled the plea against Karnataka High Court order won't leave the people in lurch. That is, overruling the pleas by the center have been plead against the Karnataka High Court order. Supreme Court has been rejected that. The Supreme Court Friday declined to interfere with the Karnataka High Court direction asking the central government to increase daily allocation of liquid metal oxygen for the state, which has emerged as the country's new COVID hotspot from 962 metric tons to 1200 metric tons for the short period to tide over an acute shortage of liquid medical oxygen. This is the need, and Karnataka High Court had requested central government that it is in the need of 962 metric tons to 1200 metric tons, and that need should be fulfilled by the central government. But the central government has been plead against the Karnataka High Court order that if every state has demanded such a large amount of medical oxygen, then there will be a big trouble for the central government and its funds for the economy. Like that, the central government has plead against the Karnataka High Court order, but the Supreme Court has rejected the plea against the Karnataka High Court order, and it has said that the center should follow the order of Karnataka High Court. It is very necessary because according to the numbers, daily Karnataka is surging between the first place and second place in the COVID-19 pandemic for the total number of active cases and total number of deaths from COVID-19. Then it is very necessary that it should be followed to prevent deaths to happen in Karnataka. Therefore, Supreme Court has rejected its plea, and that has said that Supreme Court won't leave people in the lurch. UK authorities label version of Indian COVID variant as concerning. Cases of variant of concern 21 April to 2nd May have increased to 520 from 202 over the last week, and almost half the cases are related to travel or contact with a traveler. Public Health England has said that the variant B.1.617.2, which had been classified as variant under investigation VUI on April 28, is now known as VOC, that is variant under concern, from 21 April to 2nd May, after it was found that at least transmissible, so the so-called Kent variant detected in England last year and the dominant variant in UK so far. They are saying that it is more dangerous than that of the Kent variant which was found in England, that is version 2 of COVID-19, second variant of COVID-19 virus, that is Kent variant. It is at least as transmissible, equal to that, and probably more than that. It is the statement of that Public Health England department. Let's see what will be the updates and what will be the final report from the Public Health England department, and what will be the final warning to India, prevent the cases rise for this third variant of COVID-19. Now this has been labeled under the variant as variant of concern, since the number has risen from 202 to 520 only in 1 week. Supreme Court refuses to take up a plea for the halt of construction in Central Vista. There was a plea against the starting of construction of Central Vista. Recently, the Central Vista has got its permission to start its construction for all the buildings, and up to December 2022, they have said that PM office, PM residence, as well as our parliament will be completed, and by the year of 2026, the whole Central Vista will be completed by the year 2026. There was a plea against this construction starting amid pandemic. They have given the reason that it will be the main reason to spread COVID-19 in that area, but the Supreme Court has refused the plea against the halt in construction. The court said that it is not inclined to go into merit of the case since the matter is pending before High Court. This matter is pending before High Court since the lockdown itself, but the Supreme Court has said that it is not in the merit of them to give any judgment towards it. High Court in a hearing on May 4th had said it needed to go through the top court order granting clearance to the project before hearing it in detail. It has posted the matter for May 2017. High Court has given this statement and Supreme Court has given you should go to the High Court first. The Supreme Court Friday declined to entertain a plea against the Delhi High Court's adjournment of PIL seeking a halt to the construction of certain stretches of Central Vista amid the pandemic. It told the petitioners to request to the High Court to urgently list the matter. Let's see the developments in this, whether the Central Vista project will halt. Please subscribe to the channel and just comment about the video and its content. If you want to suggest anything, just comment through the comment section. Thank you very much guys. Wish you all the best.